guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Georgia and I make fitness, mindset and lifestyle content. And today we're running through my absolute must-do monthly reset where I reflect on the past month and set myself up for a new month. I absolutely live by this framework and it helps me to be productive and reach all of my goals every month. So let's get into it. So there's a few things I personally use. I have a physical planner. This is the Beverley Productivity Method Planner. I have the 2025 diary. It is a thick old book and I live by this. Obviously you can use any journal, any book. Some people love a digital or Notion planner. This is totally up to you and however the best way you work is. I just love a physical thing. I love to write things down. So this is the one I'm using. So step one, I start by opening up the last month's goal setting page. I look at what goals I set for this month, what my priorities were, and I just go through what I have achieved, what I haven't, why that is, and what I need to carry on through to next month, what might have shifted a bit. Basically just reflect on what I accomplished last month so that I have a baseline ready to set me up for the new month. So under my personal goals, I had tracking my food, journaling in the morning, training and start cycling, and then tracking my habits, which I've done all 4 of these, so I've ticked them all off. The next, in my career goals, I have start my 8-week challenge with my clients, which has been ticked off. Improved time management and task management and not overbooking myself and my clients, which I have paid attention to this month, so I've ticked that. And then building up my online clients with Ava Fitness Academy, which I've also done, so I've ticked that off. One thing that I haven't done was I wanted to deep dive into my finances and organise my money better and start a weekly tracking overview thing with my finances. So I'm going to move that over to this month's goals. So I then flip myself over to my blank October spread. I've got a list for personal goals, career goals, and then top priorities for the month. So here I'm going to add anything from last month that I need to carry over. And then I'm going to refer to my overall year goals to put in anything that I haven't yet achieved that I might need to start, or any new goals that have cropped up along the way that I need to focus on this month. Any work things that I need to prioritise, any new training goals that I need to sort. Basically compiling my whole life and looking at the areas that I need to build on this month. I've got a physical vision board, but I've also got one on my laptop. So I'm just gonna look at this as well, just to make sure that I'm covering all areas of my life and still working on the ones that I want to be working on up until the end of the year, basically. So let's fill that in. Really is where the main bulk of it happens. The most important thing with this goal setting is to not just put, I'm going to eat healthier or I'm going to get 2 new clients. How are you going to do that? You can't just expect yourself to suddenly set a goal and do it. You've got to figure out how you're going to get there. Does that require you sending out 10 emails a week? Does it require you posting consistent content? Does it require you tracking your food or ordering from a food company or making meals from home? What are you actually going to do in order to get you to that goal? So it's really important to bulk this bit out and make your goals as specific as you can in order to do them. Once you've done that bit, you just then need to apply the action points from your goals to your weeks to follow this month. So if there's anything I need to add to my habit tracker, I'll do that, such as tracking my finances or preparing meals from home. And then I just move my little bookmark thing to that page so that I can refer to it throughout the month, throughout the week, and every time sort of weekends I'll just make sure that I've adhered to that plan throughout the week and that I'm on track. It's totally normal to have weeks where you're not on track, by the way. It's just then being aware of that is the most important thing so that you can figure out why and what you're going to do about it next. I'll then put any plans I've got into the monthly planner section just with any key dates or any big plans. And then I'm good to go. I can fill out the weekly page for next week so that I know what I've got to do and what I'm going to tick off. And then I can allocate those to-dos to each day that I'm working, I've got things to do. And I can guarantee you by doing this exercise, it just keeps you focused on your goals, it keeps you in alignment with your goals, it keeps you accountable to your goals. If you are someone that wants to see results and are goal driven, which is like me, then I guarantee this will be useful for you and I will absolutely swear by this. So this is how you do your monthly work. Obviously each year I do a much more in-depth dive into a reflection and my goals and vision boarding for the year ahead, and I'm gonna do a video on how I set that up ready for the new year. But for now, this is how I'd set each of your months up. The important thing to remember with this is not to overbook yourself. Make your goals realistic for you and achievable within your lifestyle. There's no point saying that you're gonna do, 2 workouts a day, or you're gonna save £1,000, or something that's just unrealistic for you and the way you live. You want it to be achievable, but also still pushing you and making you work hard, that's fine, but it's just making it realistic for your lifestyle so that you're not overstretching and that you can achieve this. So, happy goal setting for the month. Thank you for watching. Let me know how you get on. Please like and subscribe if you can for more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one.